What's up, y'all? It's Ty. In this video today, we're going to be talking about the new Heisman Hopefuls cards and how they're going to affect the auction house in college football at 25 Ultimate Team. Now, we've already uploaded a worth it video talking about whether you guys should pick up Shedeur, Trevor Lawrence, or anybody else from this drop today. I don't want to spoil anything, but I am a big fan of the new Nohl Williams that did come out today. Go watch that as well as this video. But new Heisman hopefuls, who should you guys pick up? For example, Ricky White for 122 is an absolute snag. I feel like each and every week, Ricky White's price goes way down, and then by the end of the week, it's back way up. Now, it might change if we get better and better wide receivers, but so far, we really haven't seen those better and better wide receivers. So Ricky White's price has consistently went down every drop. Over 200,000 coins the other day. Now you're seeing a lot being posted for cheaper. Jay Higgins' price, gonna go way down. Jalen Milroe's price, going to go way down. Now, those are the big ballers we're talking about. Like I said with Milroe, 476. And he's only probably going to continue getting cheaper throughout today. Now, if you want to talk about the budget guys, we could talk about those guys as well, because these guys are going to go down in price as well. You want to talk about some of the budget guys like, Shanks, for example, he's been out for a week. Spindler's been out for over a week. Those are cards that are probably going to lose some value today. Tycefb Johnson, another card that I don't mind. Chris Paul Jr., an absolute beast at the middle linebacker position. These are all good cards that you guys can look to add to your specific squad. That last week might have been a little more expensive. Same thing with Buchanan, but this week should go down in price. In this video, I'm going to be specifically talking about the big ballers, the big names in this drop, because that's what a lot of people probably are looking for. If you clicked on this video, you're probably like, dang, the market's crashing. How is it crashing? Who's going down in price? Let's talk about it. Absolute studs that I like. Walter Nolan, the best defensive tackle in the game. Probably going to be able to get him for like 160-ish today. Jack Storer is going to be below 200. Jay Higgins probably by the end of today is going to be below 200. Let's talk about offensive side of the ball. Since Jalen Milroe's not an LTD, his price is going to go way down. Kaleb Johnson, maybe arguably one of the best running backs in the entire game, with, his great spin, great trucking, maybe the most complete running back in the game, is going to drive the prices of guys like Taj Brooks down, drive the prices of some of these other backs and the auction house down. And so if you can, utilize this to your benefit, you can snag guys for cheaper today than they have been before. For example, Jay Higgins for 197. First Jay Higgins that I see below 200,000 coins. I do expect his price to get cheaper. Be pretty careful buying cards early today, because more and more people are going to be ripping packs throughout today. You guys can see there's a lot of Jalen Milroe's up here in the recent packs. And I feel like since today people are seeing Shedeur, they're seeing Trevor Lawrence, there are going to be plenty of people opening these packs. A lot of times I feel like when we see a mediocre content drop, there's not that many people opening packs. But with Shedeur, with Trevor Lawrence, I feel like there's going to be plenty of packs opened up today, which should cause the overall prices to drop big time. Jabbar Muhammad, if you're a guy that runs the Oregon team chemistry, is a card that I definitely would recommend you guys picking up. For me, again, I run the Oregon team chemistry. I run a lot of zone coverage. I tried to list my Jabbar Muhammad yesterday. I don't know if he's sold or not, but I did put him up. We'll take a look here and see if the card did sell. It does look like my Jabbar Muhammad did sell. So guess what? Today, I'm going to buy the card back. I like Muhammad. He fits exactly what I need. As far as Taj Brooks, I didn't sell him because he did have my Oregon team chemistry. Probably looking back in hindsight with the addition of Kaleb Johnson in the game, probably should have got rid of Taj Brooks when I could have. But as far as today, you can still take advantage of adding a bunch of players to your specific squad that you like. Today, if you do want a new quarterback, would, or not even today, but this weekend, if you want to upgrade your quarterback position, I would do it. Not saying with Milroe for sure. I'm not saying Shedeur for sure. I'm not saying Trevor Lawrence for sure. But even if you look at the Heisman Moments cards, you guys got to realize Jameis Winston's price might be below 100,000 coins come on Sunday. And that might be more worth it than picking up any of these big expensive ballers right now at that quarterback position. I'm a big Kaleb Johnson fan. I'm an Iowa fan. So if Kaleb Johnson goes way down in price, I'll look to add him to your specific, to my specific squad. But we as a community have to realize there's going to be so many people opening up packs today with a pretty big content drop. And so the market overall should go down quite a bit. Now, obviously, the things that are going to go down the most are these Heisman Hopeful cards, but even the non-Heisman Hopeful cards. Let's talk about the Stories of the Week cards that did come out a couple of days ago. These cards are still good opportunities for you guys to buy. Hunter, going to be cheaper today than he has been in the past. Francis, still pretty steady at that like 120 price, but he is still a decent value to buy for your specific squad. Let's talk about McCoy. Down to 128. I told you guys D'Angelo Pons wouldn't be a bad buy if he gets cheaper. With the addition of a new cornerback in the game, could be a good time to pick up the LTD Pons if you are looking to shore up that cornerback position. If I can find a Pons for right at 250, I will for sure buy this card. So it's not just the new Heisman Hopefuls cards. It's a lot of these 92, 93 overalls from the two most recent content drops. I do believe the Legends, obviously, or not the Legend, yeah, the Heisman Moments cards are down a little bit today, but it's just tough for me to tell you guys to buy those specific cards when I know those cards are going to go down even more come on Sunday. So that's kind of the tough part with the Heisman Moments is I do know their prices are probably going to continue to drop, and so I can't really tell you guys to pick those cards up today when I know deep down they are going to go down in price. So today, again, Jack Sawyer, Jay Higgins, Taj Brooks, even Milrow if you want him, if you're a big baller, Jabbar Muhammad, Walter Nolan. There are so many different cards at so many different positions that you can pick up to shore up your ultimate team. It just comes down to what you are specifically wanting as far as prices, what you're specifically wanting as far as cards. I do believe when you look at the top running backs in the game, Kaleb Johnson is up there, man. He's up there because finding his speed with his spin move and juke move is so rare. He's better than Kenneth Walker. And so Kaleb Johnson is probably going to be expensive today. But if you can find Kaleb Johnson, I feel like his price is going to stay pretty true until early next week. Obviously, or until mid next week, he'll probably start dropping. But until then, he'll probably stay pretty true after tonight. So I always like to target buying cards tonight or even tomorrow morning. People are probably going to start building their squads for Gauntlet today as well. So do expect the market to stay relatively high. But if you want to take advantage of this content drop, guys, you absolutely can. Jabbar Muhammad's 100,000 coins, an absolute steal. I'm looking at D'Angelo Pons as adding to my squad for 250 if I can get him. Just for the sole fact of, if I get him for 250 exactly, guys, his price can't go down much more from there at all. The only thing it could really do is rise. And if it does go down, I'll quick sell him for 175 and use the card for a while. So that's why I do like the LTD cards, because they always have that quick sell value that they do hold on to. So today, obviously, big time content drop. Guys like Ricky White going to lose a lot of value today. And if you do need help at the wide receiver position, Ricky White's the best maybe value wide receiver in the entire game. To me, my wide receiver position is stout because I got a lot of BND cards at that position. So I don't really need a wide receiver in the game. But if I did, Ricky White for sure would be added to my specific squad. For my specific squad, the guys I'm looking at, Jay Higgins, number 1. D'Angelo Pons, number 2. And then just looking around, is there anybody else that could help my squad out? I don't know. Would like to add Kaleb Johnson to my squad for sure, since I am, an Iowa fan. It just comes down to, I don't know if I want to pay $440 for the card. I love Kaleb Johnson. I think he's an absolute beast. But that price is pretty ridiculous right now. So should thread today see the auction house continue to go down. I would recommend you guys not buying Heisman Moments cards today. Those cards will continue to go down heading into Sunday. So I'd, hold pretty firm on those cards, not necessarily buying those cards today. But if you guys want to pick up any of these Field Phenom cards, I don't hate their prices. Like Francis, like Hunter for 130 for Hunter, who is one of the best backs in the game. I really don't mind whatsoever. Defensively, obviously, Pons I'm a fan of, but even McCoy, even Rucker, these are cards that are really, really, really solid cards that can help your specific squad out, especially McCoy if you do run a lot of that man coverage. That's going to wrap it up for my video. Definitely going to see a big time drop off in prices today. A lot of people are going to be opening packs just for the sole fact of there are some exciting cards coming out in the packs today. For me, I'm most excited about Kaleb Johnson. However, Shedeur's out. However, Ricky White's price going down. Jalen Milrow's going way down. A lot to look at today in college football ultimate team. Drop a like on the video, guys. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, man, I love you guys. Have a blessed day.